Hello! Well, today we are on location in the other warehouse workshop. So I need to start this video with a story. A long time ago, ATOTO sent me this head unit to fit into one of the cars. Sadly, fitting into the car, not really an option anymore. I'll show you why. So this is the Land Cruiser that it was going to get installed into, and as you can see, it's now no longer really a Land Cruiser. It's now just a parts bus, because the engine died and other things happened, and it's a rust bucket, and we're not going to put anything in it ever again. And then I thought, option B is the Drift Baroo, as it currently has a double din head unit anyway. I don't know how dark it is in here, if you can see it or not. It's already got a double din. I thought, maybe we could upgrade that. But as you see, it's very dark in here. There's nothing to see, and it would be a very car-specific video. So what I thought we would do instead is open the box here, talk about it briefly, and then we'll take it back into the warmth of the normal workshop and have a look at it and plug it in. But it should just be a fairly standard USB. There's your ISO connector. So if you're going to install this in your car, in modern cars they tend to not have a typical ISO connector like that anymore. What they have is a vehicle specific connector like this one. This would be for a Mitsubishi Evo 5, 6, 8. It might be for all the Mitsubishis. So this would be the one in your car, and then you would buy this adapter which turns it in ISO, and that lets you plug it into the bit for the head unit, and that's you, you're good to go. That would plug in the car, that goes in the head unit, that goes in the back of the head unit, done, installed. Various other wires for connecting video and all sorts of, what the, oh, they're actual ATOTO line out adapters if you don't have, or line in, line out, if you want to output speakers to phono. That's an interesting thing to add in the box. GPS antenna and a microphone, and for some strange reason another set of ISO connectors. Good. These are often missing from a lot of double din head units, is the side plates that you need to fit into, because obviously these go into the side of the head unit and then they screw into the car where you're going to fit your head unit. Here's two fascia adapters of different border. I think border is the word I'm looking for. Border size. It's a thin one and a thick one, because obviously this model isn't designed to fit a specific car. It's just a double din to fit into a space for a double din. There's some manuals, and then the cardboard box bit. Oh, that's nice. It's got a flap. Without dropping it. Come on, out you come. And here is the actual head unit itself. You'll see that it's very shallow, because there's no DVD drive, there's no anything, so they don't need to be big. It's basically just an LCD screen and a bit of heat sinking for all the amplifier bits. But as you can see, that would fit nicely in other things. Obviously not just cars, but you can put these head units in everything. Right, we have briefly looked at it. We will now go back to headquarters and plug it in, and I'll show you doing things. That's better. Back in the safety and security of our home workshop. That's the adapter box, won't need that. As I say, microphone, side plates, GPS, that won't work on a big metal box anyway. Oh, that's all the weird ins and outs. Oh, it's nice, it actually says on them for a change. You don't have to scrub through the manual trying to work out which one is. That's a connector if you don't want to use ISO and you want to wire it manually. As I say, it's got two. Why has it got two? AC, W, U3, A and B, and they both appear to be the same. Well, this one has a sticker around the outside of it. Perhaps it would tell us in the manual. But we don't like reading manuals. I mean, they look the same, and they've got the same pins, or is it in a different order? Oh wow, okay, so The main thing when you're installing aftermarket head units is usually the ground's in the right place, which is the black one, and what's usually in the wrong place is the permanent feed and the switch feed, which is your red and yellow. So a lot of them, the other head units, they just put them on like a butt connector in the middle, and then you can swap them round. What ATOTO have done, I've sent you 2 absolutely separate plugs with the switched and the permanent switched roundabout already in the thing, so you don't have to. So depending on which way your car's wired, you either use an A or a B. Oh, that's like they could literally just put a butt connector in between those 2 wires, and you can just swap between them. Because it doesn't do any damage to your head unit. Just that when you turn the ignition off, it forgets everything. Which you don't really want. Not an Android head unit. Oh, that's the Mitsubishi adapter. They're just USB plugs, so you can plug the plug in the back of the head unit, and you've got USB plugs for USB things. The addition of the line outs, that is a... Why, that's, I mean... I know it's for wiring up for an external amplifier, but this has got like preamp outs. Is this for even more preamp out? A nice addition, but probably not required nowadays. Is this the reversing camera? Reversing camera and a couple of trigger wires. And a Bluetooth antenna and a Wi-Fi antenna. Okay. You would need those. And your instruction manual. We're not going to read the instruction manual. Other manuals. Fascia plates. I feel like we've done this. This is like deja vu. What I want is this out of here. And then we'll get rid of the box. Goodbye, box. And then we will find the wires, which are just wires. We'll use these ones, and then we'll just take the constant battery and the ground and connect that. Well, actually, we'll connect that, the red one, the yellow one, and the black one to ground, and that'll let us power up the head unit. Where is the way in? So much tape. It's very well wrapped. So the reason I'm not doing a car installation, well, 2 reasons. Whatever car I install in is probably not going to be the same car you would install it in, so it'd be kind of pointless showing you installing a double din head unit where you go, there's the head unit in, plug the wires together. Your car will be different. So let's not do that. Let us go through the head unit things. So that is the main plug in there. You'll click into that space, hopefully click in. There we go, clicked it in place. And all your other, where's the USB ones? Or like your reversing camera, wherever it goes, might be that one. Can't see how many pins is that. That's 5, so it would be that one. So reversing camera and then USB and all the other doodads all go in there, and they're separate plugs, and then you just stuff all that into your dashboard. Right, can I set that there? And how good a shot can I get? Well, that's not terrible. Right. Give us red, yellow. We'll twist them together. Red and yellow. Give us power and ground. Sorry if my shoulders are nothing but in the shot here.
What did you do with the ground wire?
Go. Ground. Right, and on the box this says it's got a 2-second boot. Now is that 2 seconds from pure cold, or is that 2 seconds from actual applying power? So imagine now I'm going to press the power on the power supply, and it's the same as turning your ignition on. Go! Oh, lights. Says ATOTO. Oh, that's a nice sharp screen. Did I mention that I've already had an ATOTO head unit? I put one in my Impreza STI, and it was a very nice head unit. I really liked it. And obviously, ATOTO have seen this video and me showing it on different platforms. That's why they sent me this one. It's just a shame that I never actually had a vehicle to install this into. It definitely wasn't 2 seconds, but here we are. Ugh, why the default to the radio? There's... hopefully it doesn't do that all the time. Man, that I have to say that is a really, really nice screen. That is nice. Touchscreen's nice as well. We're not going to find I mean, you could probably do the wireless LAN. You can definitely see Wi-Fi, because there is Wi-Fi in here. There is the workshop. We are in the workshop. Allow me to input my password. Hopefully, I've got those numbers correct. Yay! Connected. Obtaining IP address. Smashing. Right, there we go. It's just updated the clock and the time and all the other things. I do like. I am a fan of physical buttons. I really enjoy physical buttons because I've got a head unit in the Hilux and it's got no physical buttons. So unless you've mapped the volume controls to like steering wheel buttons, which I've done in the Hilux, you have to go in and like scroll down the screen to get to the volume controls. But actually having physical buttons, oh, I'm a fan of physical buttons. Anyway, right, so that we're connected to Wi-Fi, so we should be able to go in like the Play Store, and of course we have to sign in. I'm not signing in just now. We're not doing that. So what apps have we got built in? Google Assistant, I've got Equalizer, Bluetooth audio, so much Bluetooth audio. Torque is the free version of Torque. I purchased the Pro version, and I suggest anyone that actually likes using Torque, just buy the Pro as well. It's worth the extra features, honest, it is worth the extra. That's widgets. That's what I'm looking for. What can I show you? Equalizer, loudness, switch, sound field, front back. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy here. Show it. Go back to the. Oh, it is. That's not the home button. What is the home button? That's the home button. That's the task switcher. You would think I would know how to use. I thought that was two of the same thing. That one's music and that one's radio. I'm really, really impressed by this screen. Sorry, is there a brightness on here? Oh, there's a brightness. Okay. Oh well, that's bright. Clean memory. 162 meg. So, what version of Android is this running? System. Let's just go to About. So this is running Android 10. So it's a few generations behind, but not. Oh, okay. For system updates, email ATOTO. And anytime I've emailed them in the past, they have been quite helpful and willing to send you firmware updates should you require it. But there's lots of things that you can faff about with. You can set your startup logo. So, I don't know, have you got a Bentley? Have you got a Bentley? I don't have a Bentley. But depending on what car you've got, you can set the logo. So when you turn on, this comes on screen, not the Android or the ATOTO logo. I don't think there's much else you can. Usually, there's like a secret menu you can get into, but this doesn't appear to have a secret menu. It's just got them all out in the menu for you to play with, which is nice. I don't like having to go into secret menus and to find all the special settings. They are actually in here where you can access them. Okay, not going to lie, because there's no point lying to anybody. Yeah, ATOTO obviously just sent me this so that I would make a video of an ATOTO head unit. Put the links in the description, and in the vague hope somebody would buy one because it's Black Friday week. I presume just now is Black Friday week. I've had ATOTO head units in the past. They are a nice head unit. The screen is very nice on them. I actually really like that screen. It's nice. And they weren't horrendously priced, if I remember correctly. They were, nice. I don't know what else to say. I genuinely don't know what else to tell you. If you're in the market for a double din head unit for your car, give ATOTO a shout. Give them a try. Any comments, questions, anything like that, please, as always, leave them down below, and I'll try my very best to answer them or forward them on to someone who can answer them, perhaps ATOTO, and that's that. And thanks for watching.